Today I learned people think Minecraft made up sugarcane. Current films must have a wise moral, no violence, tolerance and equality. Previous films will show a bare knuckle fight, lion versus old woman, who will stay on their feet longer. Dinosaurs during the dinosaur extinction event, mammals during the dinosaur extinction event. Billionaires here's and taxed income, as you are the job creators. Billionaires know AI. The best kind of french fries to eat are the ones that don't need ketchup. Until we meet again. When my favorite character is a little girl, but I realize the majority of the fan base likes her in a different way. Users of electric cars turning off the air conditioning or heating to ensure they have enough electricity for the route. Divert all power from life support to the main thrusters. When she realizes that you lied about drinking pineapple juice all week. Maths questions be like, I have bought 692 pairs, but at what cost? How I feel when someone asks if I speak Spanish and I reply with poquito. When your friends invite you to a game they play and you get better than them so they stop playing it and you sit there like this. Crystal rocks contain magical energy. Uranium. I bet he's thinking about other women. Why do so many looters use Discord? Hold up, I think God wants me to pet this cat. How stores used to feel when you got separated from your mom as a kid. Are you eating ram again? No papa. Are you telling lies again? No papa. Open your mouth. Don't date me unless you want to be constantly amazed by the amount of movies and shows I have just never seen. When people ask me why I'm child free. Recipes should include photos of the mess you have to clean up after cooking. You best start believing in cyberpunk dystopias. You're in one. Me pretending not to notice an attractive person cause they need some humbling. Pitchfork proof security. Hate this simple trick. My wife said, let's get a dog. He will protect the house. Meanwhile this is what the dog is doing. So Nicole Kidman was insulted by Keith Urban changing the lyrics to the song he wrote about her, but Nicole Kidman has also been taking highly stylized roles that have been driving Keith crazy with jealousy, so he's been getting tired of her act, me not knowing or caring about either of them. I'm not gonna lie guys, I treat every religion like it's mythology. Juvenile owls often sleep face down because their heads are too heavy. When you sacrifice your sleep to complete your assignment, but when you're in class your teacher extends the deadline since no one has done it. Green mint toothpaste users, blue mint toothpaste users, cinnamon toothpaste enjoyers. When you left the house in your I don't give a ref outfit, but now you're out and give a ref. How a true denim connoisseur analyzes back pocket details. The toys people give to girls. How they use them. And then he was like, AI will generate enough wealth for all of us. Cashier checks my ID in half a second. Me, that was fast. Cashier, yeah I saw the 19. Me. Just broke one of my made up rules that only I have to follow. Me having to cancel hobby after hobby as companies nickel and dime me into oblivion. When you finished but find a better video, what a waste of good wood. Damn, it's October 2nd already. What's next? October 3rd. F everything. What I tell my parents, what I tell my friends, what I tell my therapist, what I tell strangers online, what I tell ChatGPT. Exercise, hobbies, reading, meditation, journaling, social connection. Ton. Boo. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Observing the development of AI in 2025 is like, I do not wish to be horn anymore. I just want to be happy. Struggling actors watching a nepo baby take their role without even auditioning. Me turns on the light in the car at night. My dad, do you want to lie? Two drunk teenagers jump off a cliff on TikTok. The news. Is this a new social media trend? Talented artists who post their drawings online. Indie animation. G-Furry R4. How dudes be smiling after finding an ugly dude on the internet who looks just like you. Me. F you can't hurt me you be. Also me 10 minutes later. ChatGPT when I ask the dumbest thing ever typed by human hands. Good question. When I wave back but they're not waving at me. Maybe I should follow the government's footsteps. Every time someone blames me for a crime I'll just label it as a conspiracy theory. First thing my cat does at the vet is jumps in the trash. Heard someone refer to Zeltension as banksiety and I am so here for it. Me asking Google in AI mode where can I download MP4 free full movies. Google AI, no. If you see this straighten your back you banana shaped F. Waiting for someone to be done talking. They'll probably be done in a few minutes. 5 minutes later. I'm sure it won't be much longer. 15 minutes later. Can't go on much longer than this, right? 30 minutes later. Okay, so they have definitely got to be finishing up soon. Me still processing January. Spooktober. Me, man on my life I ain't snitching. Judge, so you're looking at 3 life sentences and a possible Seth penalty. Me. Women, we don't want big D's. Women when they see big D's. With the birth of this baby the Fast and Furious saga will extend until 2085. The baby's first word was family. Average sport chance in the rest of the world. Average sport chance in the UK. When your boss attempts to crack a joke when he asked you to work overtime. But what do I get in return? My time is valuable. The satisfaction of having done something good. Life was better when these apps were the height of technology. Back view of Queso sitting at the computer when he is streaming. Vegans, lesb, using imitation meat to fill a void. If rubbing alcohol fixes outside boo boo then drinking alcohol fixes inside boo boo. Krishna. Me, my stomach hurts. Mom, yeah cause you always on that phone. Me. You're eating again. Me. Kanye West has collected the 7 mythical Dragon Balls to revive that hit. Kanye has only collected 6 so far. Me. Mom I just tested positive for the virus. Mom. Effing. Video games. When your roommate asks why you're convinced he's autistic. Game recognize game. When I was born there were Germany, now there is only Jerfew. You're not buying the latest iPhone because you're broke. I'm not buying the latest iPhone because I don't like it. We are not the same. Me watching Twitch. You guys are paying for that. Death. Supple wrist. Strong sense of smell. Blind. Dumb. Pinball wizard. If Marx was born today he would be a baby. My parents asking me if people use ChatGPT to look things up. Me thinking about my dream job. Me studying for my dream job. Me when my distant and neglectful father randomly decides to take me out to dinner. Somebody help. I have been kidnapped by a monster trying to relate to me. Every time, me and my co-workers when there is nothing to do but our manager walks by. Me being the only non-religious person in my family who knows if hell is real I'm going there when I lie. My family who didn't get raptured. Man, I wish I became my wife's ideal man. The genie. Your wish is my command. The man after noticing that he turned into a 13-year-old boy. His wife is a teacher. A man with a 16-year-long addiction told you that Tylenol causes autism and you believed it like a dummy. This cat will now be my closest advisor. Barunia. Yes we need more thieves. A woman cut in front of me at the store with a box of ice cream and wine in her cart. I wasn't about to mess with that situation. English speakers. French is so stupid I can't believe they gender objects. French speakers. Don't you guys call ships she? could you please keep it down, I'm trying to study. My parents arguing. Ignore us. My friend would never snitch on me, his friend. Learn more languages for job opportunities and research. Learn more languages to access memes from other cultures. Miles Dyson. I just made this cool AI program that teaches robots how to make its own babies. After watching Microsoft raise the price of their console Game Pass and roll out a $1,000 handheld, looks at Nintendo. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. They say 30 is the new 20 and 40 the new 30. All I know is 9 PM is the new midnight. One year a few senior boys got 3 chickens and released them into the school, but they labeled them 1, 2 and 4. The teacher spent hours looking for chicken number 3. Prank. A truly golden era. I hate that girls use Halloween as an excuse to dress slew. Like what the F? Dress slew whenever you want. German word of the day, lie. Take 5 minutes to learn it now. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, the French guys what they're doing in England. Imagine X in the 19th century, OMG, you would spend 15 minutes unbuttoning 650 buttons only to get to a cook hasn't been washed since last week's river water bath. You'll remember when Apple used to take care of us. Kids, adults having money to spend on games, adults, kids having time to play games. Tech oligarchs. Trade offer. I take away your job and your financial security. You take away a vague promise the government will take care of you with UBI. People who sleep with their phone on silent or do not disturb really don't give a ref about nobody's life. LMAO, I'm not an Avenger. Call the cops. This dude is aging at triple speed. This is a completely different guy compared to 9 years ago. His face and hair swapped colors, I'm effing led. Me looking at that my favorite hoodie once it starts getting cold. I used to work at a haunted house and I pitched a room that was a long black hallway leading to a door that said employees only, and if you were brave enough to open that there was a sweaty guy in half a gorilla suit eating a sub saying you guys can't be back here. Hey, you going to sleep? F off. The lead singer of Green Day sounds like Phineas with a deeper voice. Cat fit in bike water holder. I'm 10 years sober today. Big day. Congrats on your sobriety, Dennis, but you look dreadful in both pictures. All my love, Marine. You get a new idea for a project. You actually have the motivation to work on it. You're actually making somewhat good progress. You realize that you can't code well or make art and are too broke to pay someone. My friends and all our dads listening to the laser tag employee give the instructions. In case no one told you today, I'm beautiful. I put an orange on my cat and now he looks like an egg. So-called law-abiding woman when they see a police officer that is hot, I think I'm going to go do some crime. Sorry for texting you back instantly, my phone was in my hand and I'm mature and I actually like you. Is it a la carte? LMAO, what? The restaurant is it a la carte? It's a la carte, you cement head. People turning 30. Did we just become best friends? Tums, yup. When you only have 5 minutes to get to school on time. Me with allegrophobia. How to sleep for 8 hours in 3 hours. Google me. I'm exhausted. I was up until 4 AM with the baby. It's probably not good to keep the baby up that late. When you got a lot to say but being silent is the best option. Parents of ton stars, how have you handled it? Not a parent of a ton star or a parent or related to a ton star or a ton star or know a ton star in real life, but when I was a kid one of our fish committed SUI by jumping out of a hole in the top of our tank. Turns out if you tell them you are hosting a party instead of a wedding, the cost to rent the venue is 90% less. I effed up with my lil shop. Government. Taxes. Is this mushroom? Yes, you're right, it's a poisonous mushroom. Do you want to learn more about poisonous mushrooms? My 2-year-old nephew just absolutely roasted my A. Got on a FaceTime with him and he showed me his trains and then he asked where are yours, and I had to admit that I own 0 trains. Effing humiliating. Don't compare yourself with others, everyone is better than you. When you're home alone eating fried chicken in the shower and hear a noise in the house. Oni-chan, are you crazy? That size won't fit. You will need AA battery for that. What the hell am I doing? Class, taking a quiz. That one kid down the hall. My job here is done, but you didn't do anything. Tech companies fixing any problem with their platform. Me who studies before the test and gets a lower score. The person who studies 5 minutes before the test but still gets 100. Me, I hit an animal and my car is damaged. Am I covered? Insurance? Yes. What did you hit? Me, a fish. People are honestly built different because imagine watching Final Destination while on a plane. A friend just sent me this prize structure for a StarCraft tournament from 2010 and I can't stop laughing. Why can't men admit when they doze off? What's wrong with them? You mean that light meditation we do? That's all it is. You mean when we close our eyes just to manifest and strategize? No one. My eyes in pictures. When you acting hard in front of the squad but your horse knows you a bee. Your next task is to laugh at your boss's jokes. I had to go back to any pronouns instead of they or them because this guy said good person during X and I was like cut the cameras. Closest book slowly removes glasses and thoughtfully cleans them with a small cloth. I honestly don't think Waldo is in there. Me, let's play hide and seek. The Malaysian guy. Girls I like. Girls that like me. Who the F said I like you? My manager just told me when she was a kid in Australia there was a monitor lizard that walked up and down the street at 3:30 PM and everyone had to give it a boiled egg or it would tap angrily on the window with its foot. Your favorite media gets referenced in a TV show. That show in question is Family Guy. Me waiting for my code to run, praying it won't show 99 errors. Harry Potter is sort of crazy. I would have never fought a war for my high school. This one sparks joy. This one does not spark joy. I won't talk to him so he knows I'm mad. Wow, she hasn't bothered me all day. Improve the Game Pass. 50% price increase. We have listened to your Xbox Game Pass feedback. When someone asks me about my love life, breaking news, there is no news. Based on the amount of pottery fragments alone, the Roman Empire may be the clumsiest empire history has ever known. Friends, you give the best relationship advice but you single. How is possible? Me, coaches don't play. Your significant other. Let's play a game during X, the first one to climax loses. You. Oh no, I hate losing.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.